What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a ranking of the Mario Kart World Tracks. Just letting y'all know, if you haven't played Rainbow Road, by the way, yeah, I'm going to show the pick of it without spoilers. So, yeah, if you haven't beaten Rainbow Road, you still wouldn't be surprised, assuming if you care about spoilers for a goddamn Mario spin-off multiplayer game, then yeah, just let you know. Anyway, we're going to be ranking every single track in Mario Kart World by pure enjoyment of it. Now, most of these opinions could be relevancy bias. There's always that kind of term people love using, but I think I'm confident enough in playing enough courses. Most of the time, I played like one lap of them because of the intermissions. I'm not going to talk about really the intermissions at all because, like, most of them are goddamn straight lines. I guess they're not as boring as I thought they would be, but, like, I still don't think they hold a candle to, like, you know, a Mario Kart actual racetrack of stuff going on. So, yeah, but hey, we're gonna have some fun. That's all that matters. And yeah, let's just go ahead and not waste any time and let's get started. So here we go. First off, we have is I didn't move that down. Mario Bros Circuit, the first track in the game. As a beginner course, it works pretty well. The setting is really nice, and it just shows you it's just a good starter course to get the hang of the game, honestly. So it's definitely tolerable. So good job, Nintendo. Probably like B tier because the vibe, I guess, and also like, you know, the rail grinding and stuff so you can do. So yeah, I think a B tier is perfectly fine, honestly, for this. Alright, next up we have is Crown City. Now, specifically for Crown City and another course we're going to talk about later, I'm going to talk about both versions because at the end of the day, I kind of have the same opinion on them. Crown City is really good, but I think the course is a little too wide in some parts. I mean, there is stuff going on, but I like when you're used to intermissions, I feel like this track kind of ranks a little lower for me, honestly. The vibe is there. I do like exploring it. Exploring it in free roam is honestly fun, but I'm ranking these solely based on like a regular 3 laps, by the way, not free roam. So yeah, I think this is a B tier personally, but I still think it's a nice course. So yeah. Next up we have is Whistle Stop Summit. It's a train. There's a train on the track, and yeah, it's a nice little setting. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember this. Sometimes I always like, oh yeah, this track's coming up, but you know, it's a pretty nice track. So yeah, I'll put it in the B tier. Oh, don't worry, I promise we'll get to better tracks. Next, speaking of better tracks, we have DK Spaceport, a first DK track that doesn't take place in a jungle or a snow mountain. And I gotta say, it's peak, honestly. This might be, I know it might be biased, could be relevancy bias, even DK bias. This is my favorite track in the game, honestly. Like, I'm kind of surprised we didn't really get a Donkey Kong arcade-inspired track, unless you count, like, New York Minute, I guess, but everyone likes to trash on it, so. But yeah, like, this is honestly, like, climbing up, like, the arcade games. You see, like, the Donkey Kong arcade references, like, the oil and then the fire, and of course, the Donkey Kong mech throwing barrels, and the music goes hard, so, yeah, this is an easy S tier, best track in the game, in my opinion, and I don't think that's gonna change. Alright. Next up we have is Desert Hills. Who invited Blood? Bro Thicky on the team. That's what I feel with this track. Because, boy, I didn't even like this track originally. I always thought it was pretty mid. And it's even more mid here, honestly. The Angry Sun gimmick is not here. You only see the Angry Sun at the start of before you're racing. What a great... Good job, Nintendo. I guess they have the Mario Land enemies, which is kind of neat. But aside that, it's just a generic desert track that you see. They really should have brought back Wii Dry Ruins. That track is so much better. It's the only good desert track in Mario Kart, by the way. So this belongs in the D tier, unfortunately. Yes, I don't like it that much. Alright, next up we have is Shy Guy Bazaar. Yeah, they made this track sort of like, I guess, Sarasa Land from Daisy. I don't know much of the whole thing. I'm not a Daisy fan, but this track is still nice. I never was too crazy over this track, and I gotta say the vibe is actually pretty cool. You know, make it more like a Mario Land kind of track a little, and also having like her Daisy's Palace there, which is kind of cool. And I will say, they put the elephants at the beginning, and this track is associated with Daisy. If you know, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, yeah. Shy Guy Bazaar, actually a pretty good one. A tier, honestly. Surprisingly, I like this version more than the 7. I don't know, I just never liked it in 7. It's the same track you're playing on, but I think the vibe looks cooler here, in my opinion. So yeah. Alright, next up we have is Wario Stadium, N64 Wario Stadium. This was the one Mario Kart 64 track that has returned, and now it's back. And what do I think of it? It's fine, I guess. I don't know, it just... I guess I appreciate them for, like, you know, making it a playable track, because originally it's just... I guess it's better than the bland dirt bike arena in 64, where it goes on for too long and you can fall down a pit only to play on that track longer. And I guess the Wario faces on the side are kind of funny, but like, who cares, honestly? This is a pretty good variation. I guess it's like N64 Rainbow Road, where it's kind of short and there's... I don't know, I think I find this less appealing than N64 Rainbow Road when they brought it back for 8. So, yeah, actually, sorry Wario, no W for you, really. It's a lower B tier for me. I don't know, it's just not all that. DS Wario Stadium is better, so, yeah. Next up, Airship Fortress. This is a track that gets praised a ton, and for good reasons, honestly. It's peak, and they even made it more peak in this version. Like, the rain that you see, the music is a banger, and the vibe of it is just amazing. I've seen people complain, I guess originally, with the tour version of it, thank God we didn't get that. With the sky in the background, it's not as dark and gloomy, but I don't know, it's a minor complaint, who gives a shit? It's Airship Fortress, goes into S tier, no arguing. Alright, next up we have is DK Pass from Mario Kart DS. This is one of those tracks Nintendo really loves bringing back, and I generally don't know how people feel about it, because people never talk about it. I haven't seen a single soul talk about this track for this game, and what do I think of it? It's nice. Get it?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I don't got much to really say. It's just a nice snow track with a nice theme that reminds me of Christmas. It's a pretty inoffensive track, really, so... yeah, A tier, I guess. So, yeah. Next up we have is Starview Peak. When I saw this track, I really wanted to play it on, and I love it. Minus one problem I have is the layout. The layout is kind of basic, if I'm going to be honest with this one. But the vibe of, like, Mario Galaxy, and also seeing a painting of Rosalie's Observatory and all the Lumas, honestly, it's amazing. The vibe, the feeling of it is great, but the layout kind of brings it down, honestly. Not by much, thankfully. It's still an A tier, in my opinion. I will gladly replay this track no matter what. I just feel like I really wish it was handled better. Also, these ads, oh my god, dude. Whoops. Nope. Okay, can't. Let me shrink this a little. Stupid ads, dude. Alright, anyway, let's move on. I hate ads so much. Hope that doesn't do anything with the video, really. I just can't. Okay, there we go. That actually did something. Cool. Alright, if it comes back up, I'm just not gonna... I'll just block it with a black thing or something. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we have a Sky High Sunday. Yay! They brought this track back. I guess it looks nicer, but... playing on it is still the same. And the music, they just reused the same song from 8. It's just lazy as hell, so C tier. Why did I love this track originally? I don't get it. Next up we have is Wario's Shipyard, also known as Wario's Gallon. Yeah, I honestly, this is a really unappreciated track, and I'm glad it got the attention it deserved, honestly. The vibe alone is great, and I love, like I said, rainy storm on Wario Shipyard. Honestly, this belongs at least above, probably like at the top of A, honestly. Like, it's really that good, honestly. Oh my god, my nose. Alrighty, time for Koopa Troopa Beach. Yeah, I think y'all know where this is going. It's worst track in the goddamn game. Oh my god, it's one of the worst retro tracks in history. Like, it doesn't look like Koopa Beach, first of all, and also, it's 5 laps of a regular circle. It does not feel... Some people, I see, like, comments... I've talked about this track, like, oh, it's not, you know, it's supposed to feel like Baby Park. At least Baby Park has something going on. This doesn't. I mean, I guess tricking and I guess nice beach background. Who gives a shit? It's Koopa Beach. Alright, next up is Faraway Oasis. This is a safari track with different animals you can see. Madagascar? Yeah, literally. Well, elephant's not there, but yeah. Anyway, I mean, it's pretty good. I like the visual vibe of it, but it is a little on the short side for me to rank it any higher. But I still think it's a pretty good track, so B tier. Next up we have is Peach Beach. I originally was never a fan of this track, honestly, but surprisingly, this game made me like it more, honestly. It's just like it's far from a beach, Peach Beach. It's a beach. It's a peach. Oh my god, peach, whatever. It's a peach resort, you can say. After you go around one lap of the regular beach you go to a building, and it's like a bunch of buildings everywhere, like the cast, I guess, like the hotel that you can assume. But hey, yeah, I actually like this version of Peach Beach. I still probably rank it like a B tier, but I guess it's higher than my C tier I had with the original version. So, congrats, Peach Beach! You're slightly better now. I wish we got Daisy Cruiser. That track is better. Anyway, moving on. Next up we have is Salty Speedway. Is this really the first time we see bird on an icon of a track? That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, it's nice. It's you're driving on the water, you see the Birdo statue, and yeah, that's all I really got, honestly. The atmosphere is kind of neat, though, but I don't know, not much more I can say. Jesus Christ, are there not any good tracks in this game? I swear I have so many in B or lower. I promise we're getting to the bangers soon. Alright, next up we have is Dino Jungle. I really like this track in the Double Dash, and it's good to see it back. It makes sense to bring this back. I prefer DK Mountain, personally, but it makes sense we get this one back. So, yeah. And they made it really different, like a sort of like a safari museum kind of track, if like the best way to describe it. And there's actually more dinosaurs here. So, honestly, I actually really like this version of Dino. So, yeah, probably like A tier, honestly. I don't know if I like it more. I think I do kind of like it more. I don't know. I never was a fan. I don't know. I love it in Double Dash, but I wasn't super crazy over it. But I think I like this version more. Could be relevancy bias again, but we'll see. Anyway, next up we have is the Great Question Block. Now, this track, this one goes hard, honestly. You drive around in like a nice atmosphere with the big question block and doing tricks. Oh, this one is a banger, honestly. This is honestly one of the best new tracks in the game, so I think this goes in the S tier. I originally was about to put this in A, but maybe I put it a little higher, honestly. Alright, next up we have is, I'm trying to load this. Cheap Falls. Oh yes, the classic. Cheap Falls. It's a Japan, like, track, so that alone makes it a banger. And the music's really good, and yeah, I just really like the vibe of it. It's a Japan. Anything with Japan influence is always gonna be a good time. So, I guess maybe A tier, maybe. I'm not sure, but because it is rather, I don't know, something about it. No, my nose is terrible, dude. Oh well, it's not a big deal, but I'll still put an A tier. Top A is still pretty good. So yeah. Next up we have is Dandelion Depths. This is one of the newest tracks I'm genuinely surprised I enjoyed. Like, the look of it is so beautiful. You see Bitty Buddies. I love the blue kind of, like, feeling of it when you're going on the water. And the Bitty Buddies, of course. So, yeah, honestly, another top of A. Again, not an S, but it's still a banger course. So, yeah. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll put this in S. This might be a, yeah. This might be a banger. So, yeah. I think this is pretty good, so yeah. Alright, next up we have is... Alright, Boo Cinema. Is it absolute cinema? Yes! Kind of. Okay, the vibe of going into a film and also seeing like the peach portraits, that vibe is great. The problem is it's too short. I honestly rate this a lot higher originally, but maybe looking back, I think this kind of is like a lower, like, A, honestly. I know that might be harsh to say. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I really feel like this could have been a little longer, in my opinion. But the vibe is still great, so, yeah. Alright. Oh my god. Okay, next up we have is, which one's this called? I have some, Dry Bones Burnout! Congrats, Dry Bones! You actually have a banger track, unlike Bone Dry Dude. That track is so bad, I had to bring it up, honestly. But this one's surprisingly a banger. I love the vibe of it, the music goes hard, the lava feel of it. Yeah, this one is a banger easily, A tier. Next up is Moo Moo Meadows. Oh, great. I love seeing this track again, honestly. It's just so... I mean, I guess it makes sense we have the playable cow. The track itself is still pretty solid. I'm just sick of playing it. Sorry. Putting this in B tier. Alright, next up is Choco Mountain. This is a retro course I'm very conflicted on, honestly, because I guess it's fine, I guess? I don't know if I like it more. I don't know. There's like this one part. It's still the same track. It just feels so different. It doesn't even feel like Choco Mountain, really. And also, there's just a part where you drive in the Choco part, and it's like really, it just slows you down a little. I think this has to go in B tier, honestly. So yeah, not really the biggest fan of it. Alright, next up we have is Toad Factory. I cannot believe it took over a decade to finally bring this track back, but it's back. What do I think of it? It's peak, that's all I can say. There's nothing, I think I can like nitpick, like there's no water near the end of the track. The song doesn't loop when you go out through the sirens. The ramp is different, but screw that, man. It's Toad Factory. We got it back. I think the only thing setting it back for me is the layout. It is just a square at the end of the day, but I still think it's a great track, so yeah. Not super crazy over it like most are, but I can see the appeal of it. Alright, next up is Bowser's Castle. I've seen some interesting opinions on this Bowser Castle, so what do I think of it? I honestly really like it. I think it's not my favorite probably, but I just love the vibe alone, honestly, with it. And I do think this goes in the A tier, honestly. Like, it's such a good track. Such a good one. Alright, next up we have is Acorn. It's Acorn something. If I can find it. Acorn Plains. Mario U moment. But it's the Acorn map. This is generally one of the new tracks I did not think I would enjoy, but I really did, honestly. And yeah, it's a banger. There was this one part of tricking where you're getting off the glider and tricking. The layout kind of confused me there, but I think once you get the hang of it, yeah, it's a banger. I gotta put this up at least S tier. Like, this was way better than I thought it would be. Next up we have is Mario Circuit. Oh boy, yay, I can't believe it. Another SNES Mario Circuit. And it's still not Mario Circuit 4. Oh, the Acorn place is called Acorn Heights. That's what it's called. So, this is interesting. They combined this. They combined Mario Circuit 1, Mario Circuit 2, and Mario Circuit 3 into one track. You don't go around all three times. Like, if you pass Mario Circuit 1, it's the set you're on the next lap, basically. So, it's interesting that they combined it. Congrats, Mario Circuit! You're not the worst track in the game, but you're still a C tier, unfortunately, because you suck! It's a SNES course and it's flat! Why are you in the last cup, honestly? Oh my god. Anyway. Next up we have is Peach Stadium. It is indeed the Peach Stadium. Don't even need to say much, it's a C tier. And last, but certainly not least, Rainbow Road. I don't know if this is my favorite. I don't know if this beats... I don't know. Being 7, I'll have to see, but the vibe alone of this, like, once you play through it, you, like, get it, honestly. Like, the vibe of it alone, like, oh my god, it's so freaking good. And it's, like, the music is so good, and, like, the build-up to it is great, honestly, when you're doing, like, the intermissions. The build-up is insane, so I think this belongs in the S tier, honestly, so, yeah. Alright, and that's all the tracks in Mario Kart World ranked. Not bad, honestly. I got more Mario Kart videos on the way. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. What's your favorite track in Mario Kart World? Let me know in the comments below. Later, folks. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make a separate video on Battle Mode, because if I'm gonna be honest here, Battle Mode is kind of whatever in this game, considering that 6 of these tracks out of 8 of them are existing tracks made for Battle Arena. So I guess in some capacity, it's better than Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U Battle Mode, but yeah, they did Battle Mode dirty again, so yeah. At least we got Big Donut back. Why did we get Thwomp Desert back? It's supposed to be Thwomp Desert, not Chain Chomp Desert!